5,000 of us went up to Anfield, and bizarrely, somehow, we won 1-0. We weren't actually in the division we're in now. In that season, we were actually in the third tier English football. To him, we'll sell him because he'll be worth a few bob. But John Attio also played for England. We've got an Attio statue outside. We've got the Attio stand where the away supporters go. So the guy is literally, undoubtedly, the best player that this football club's ever had. And unfortunately, I'm too young to remember it. Oh, I can't believe I'm saying that. But if you look under at the bottom of the next one, under Ivor Guy, who do you think he looks like, by the way? Vaccine centre for about 7 months. We did over 235,000 vaccinations in a year during those months. So if you think that's like 2.5 times the amount of people, will never ever be beaten. I like this, even though I'm not a rugby fan, I think this is a really good thing. The captain in rugby, I'm told, is much more a prestigious role than it is in football. And what Bears have done is starting at the top of the Lansdowne Stand, £46 million Lansdowne Stand, which opened in 2015. If you look on the left-hand side, that's going back to the 1950s. Look how many people are actually rammed into that square. If you imagine being at the front and what you'll be at half-time, you've got no chance at all. You think the COVID there, that spread through that. Before 1970, the old back of that grandstand were the only seats in the stadium until the Belmont stand opened in 1970. As a boy, I used to stand on the old enclosure with a little stool so I could
Harris.
So that's where it says about the rugby. The rugby coming down here, England played Wales in 1908. England lost, but unfortunately it was foggy, so nobody noticed. Government was sponsoring some sportsmen taking. So literally, this is the players' entrance. Unfortunately, at the moment, because of COVID, one thing the players do is on Saturday, the City players will be down here at 11:10. They come down in their cars, they park their cars, and they get the team coach up to Fayland, to the High Performance Training Centre, and they have their pre-match meals up there, and then they come back down at 1:15. It's not good for a fan interaction, but unfortunately, with COVID at the moment, that's what they have to do. So you line up in front of that. If you're all shy, then, don't. But if you do that, if you kneel down, you can see that this is actually good. Well, you can actually kneel down, then it's...
Oh, ow. No.
Teenager.
Oh, Bessie.
Oh, he's Jay.
You alright, guys? Alright, boys? Actually change on a match day. I must admit, if we got any road stands on the tour, I normally tell them that they have to get in the box, we put the lid down, and obviously...
Got that maybe? Those Jays?
Go that way. Corey, they've got that way, mate. Oh, what about that?
What I do know is last year, during the pandemic, we were only allowed to have the first 11 players in the home changing room on a game-by-game basis. So what we did for home games was we put tables and chairs in here, and the substitutes use this room to change. As I say, I call it the warm-up room, but we've obviously got one bike in here. So I think down and put a bear up for the rugby. The next room, as I said, is the home dressing room. There are some personal photographs up. So if you can, there are a couple of places you can take them. If you can find an Anna's called Liz, it's Mug Percy. Callum uses his own 2 dogs.
Bristol City!
Yeah, and it's quite nice, it's personalised. It makes people feel like, special.
How's it personal? Which? Who says it? I'm the goalie. You're Simon. Simple.
What? Can you do one thing? Oh, the goalie, yeah.
Sorry.
Wait, yeah. Oh, yeah, He drinks the cider, drinks the vodka, is it? That's a bomb timer. Oh, is it? Have you turned the shower on? No. This is where they keep their kids fresh.
Don't touch it, Alfie. So last season, actually, when we didn't have any fans here, a couple of us were allowed to. We came down because we're Bristol City. They've got loads of wine cupboards. They've got like a. They've got what? Yeah. That's very sense, isn't it? They got like a food thing. So what happens sometimes is that the away manager and the home manager will come in here for a coffee, a chat, a glass of wine, something to eat before the game. And even on it, obviously sort of sitting on the bench, you don't have to do that. If you sit here, you can do a picture. If you want, anybody wants to go back a bit, you can, as long as you don't actually want the artificial bit, you can.
Do you trust us, then?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. No. Cheese. So if you look up in that corner, on top of this is literally. If you wonder what this is, these are like lights and heaters. So if we have to reseed the goal mouth, or there's bits of the pitch that need to be grow quickly, that's actually those lights come on and they warm it up and make it grow quickly. One thing I noticed at an event I was at a couple of years ago is when it's dark, the lights on the green grass make any fog.
Is that your season ticket?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I said that slave bitch shame we can't get This is a Lansdowne restaurant. On a match day, the partition isn't there. This restaurant, at least according on Sunday this morning, this restaurant held just over 650 supporters at the Nottingham Forest game. So you can get all sorts of hospitality. It is used for lots of different things. You can see that we can partition it into 3 different rooms. You can see the screens there. Any of the parents that have got done for speeding, and you get that city course where you play it. It's a bit weird, really.
Yeah. Wait, that high.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
It is, Max, you just can't see down. You just can't see down.
To get coconut mode. Look, don't get too much. Now, Ollie, take our hoodies off and then we can be the photo
So
shoot.
we've got 18 hospitality boxes, and we're going to the chairman's box and the director's box in a second, but the other box people come in here sometimes for a drink before they go in. If you look through the windows when we go down, you can see that the tables are all laid out ready for Saturday's game. Yeah. Exactly. So, but basically, Bristol City, Bristol Bears, and Bristol Flyers basket the facilities over here. Then the Winchester Road end, we're going to have some flats and some affordable living, and at the Ashton Road end, there's going to be a This Saturday would be the Bristol City directors would host the Barnsley directors and all the Barnsley VIPs.
Yeah, be careful you don't drop your phone. No, this is probably the best one.
Harris.
Yeah, even this one. No, that's actually kind of sick. That's so nice.
Apparently they use it on Family Guy, apparently. I don't watch Family Guy, but they use the thing that happened at the England-Wales game. Oh, boys, who's those 3 City players up on there then? Tell me.
People aren't playing and Bentley.
And who's the rugby players? I don't know either, so you could have made it up.
Charles Peter and Ian and...
What a surprise. Shock. Anna knows who the rugby players are. Shock, horror. Yeah, I'm not going to mention any. I'm not going to embarrass you. Which one's Callum? Not Callum. Which one's... is that Sheedy in the middle? Is Callum in it? Is it Callum? What's the Sheedy?
Oh, I'm a goalkeeper. Come on. I'm a goalkeeper. Oh, no. Yes, I'm. Shut up.
She's like played for the Reggae Girls, she was playing for Jamaica women and he was playing for Jamaica men. Yeah. Yeah. No problem, mate. Nice to see you. And what I can do, I've got Richard's permission. So basically, what I'm going to do is manageable. So what I got to do.